The last quarterfinal of today. It is a very, very stacked tournament, and it will be even better next day. But who will be in the next, or who will actually advance in the winner bracket? And the next day we will find out. Carl Jr., Rachid, Yo-Yo and Novus will face against each other, and only 2 seeds are being distributed to the players who will move into the next round. We of course play cup mode here. And it is still the winner bracket, so all of the players have won or got first or second place in the prior rounds. So you have to be second place in order to move up into the first or second place in order to move into the next round. And the point repetition is 10, 6, 4 and 3 points for all of the 4 places. So first place will get 10 points, second 6 and so on. And if you have surpassed the 100 points threshold, you will activate finalist mode. And we will start with the map called Cascade. Very, very tricky map concerning the ending section here, where you have to squeeze your car just in between that, and also the speed, the speed from that, and the approach is very, very odd, if you ask me, but still a very, very enjoyable map to play. I've played it on my own. Yo-Yo is dropping a good time here in the warm-up, so 106.44, good time from him. The WR is a 106.16 by Carl Jr. This is the daddy. Carl Jr. has DNF the warm-up, so I'm really interested to see what Carl Jr. will do here actually. But let's see what will happen. Let's spectate Rachid here for that first round, who comes as a surprise for me, finding himself here in this match. But he is doing very, very good, so he's deservingly here. The important thing here is to hold your gear. Rachid does it very, very good. A little bit of a more sloppy line, but grants himself a lot of speed in this section. So he will come a bit closer. Oh, 4 of a second between all of the players. Oh, this is so close. Novus and Carl Jr. with a very, very good line. And this just shows why Novus is one of the fan favorites here. Carl Jr. also with a good approach here. Novus is lagging a bit, but Novus with a god-side approach here. God-like approach here. Look at this. A god slide, if you want to call it like this. So Carl Jr. versus Novus, but also Rachid is in the mix. This is impossible to call. Oh, 7 of a second between all of the players. Rachid comes strong, but Carl Jr. with more speed. Novus. It's neck and neck between Carl Jr. and Novus here in this section. Who will take it? Carl Jr. with more speed. And now we will go to the last part of the track. This is very, very close to Carl Jr. with a little bit of a more upper hand concerning his speed. But not the best line here. So Novus will stay in first. The Czech Republic player will most likely grant himself 10 points. But Rachid can overtake Carl Jr. here. But he will make a mistake. And it's Novus. Because Carl Jr. made a mistake, he will stay in first place. So Novus with a 106.53 in first place. Carl Jr. just behind with 1500 of a second in second. Then we have Rachid with a very good effort there in third place. Yo-Yo only granting himself 3 points in this round. Into the next round we go. Carl Jr. so not off to a dream start. No 10-pointer for him. Yo-Yo off to a good start, as well as Carl Jr. Look at his speed. 0.1 of a second out of all the other players. What a great, great line from him. Novus finds himself 0.15 of a second behind. But he's still in the mix. But, oh, it's actually Carl Jr. stumbling, making a mistake. This is very uncommon to see. So it's now Yo-Yo and Rachid, the third and fourth player here. Oh, but Yo-Yo, what is he doing? Oh, no, Yo-Yo's out, and now it's Rachid in first. So the third and fourth seeded players used to be first, and now it's Rachid in first place. Very, very good performance by him. Novus, after those 2 mistakes from Carl Jr. and Yo-Yo, finds himself just behind him. And this is a free round for Rachid. But of course, the ending is still the decider here, and not too easy to do. So Rachid still in the mix here. Actually decreases the lead here. Or Novus is decreasing lead. And Rachid with a mistake. So Novus will grant the first place. Rachid is choking. But oh, actually gets overtaken by Carl Jr. as well. So Rachid stumbling. And this is not good news for the German player. Unfortunate stuff for him. I was just looking if I know this login from somewhere. Yeah, Spam dropped out against Tween and Peck. But let's go into the next round. Third round on Cascade. Map by Kiesler featuring Warmy. We have Novus and Yo-Yo again with a good start. Carl Jr. this time around. Not with the best line at the first place. But Novus lagging here, so it will be Novus still in first. I thought Carl Jr. is now in first, but that wasn't the case. So Novus off to a very, very good start. very, very banger of a start. As you can see, 0.2 of a second out of both Carl Jr. and Rachid, who are battling it out for that second place at the moment. So insane driving from all the players. Rachid with a lot of speed coming closer towards Novus. Oh, but this will be super close to Cole in the ending. Look at this. Carl Jr. versus Novus. Carl Jr. with a little bit more speed and also a better approach into this turn. 16,000 of a second. Rachid not feeding this turn too much. So Novus it's between Novus and Carl Jr. here in this ending section. Who will it be? Carl Jr. with a little bit of a better line. Goes a little bit more inside here. So Novus touching and gets overtaken by Rachid. So it will be Carl Jr. in first unless he's not failing the ending. No, he won't. But it's Rachid again failing the ending. Ay. Not too good for the German player here, who's not able to finish. So Carl Jr. with a 10-pointer, Novus with second place, and Yo-Yo in third with 10 points. So you really had to see that because it is Rachid really playing out of his mind. But despite that, he's just lacking on the last millimeter here. But he can still make it happen. He's on 8 points. Novus has 26 points. But no one really got further away than that. We're on the 4th round. I mean, of course, Novus won 2 out of 3 rounds. But still, nothing is set in stone, as we can see. Carl Jr. right now in first. Yo-Yo with a mistake, however. So he just full bonked into that. And we see Carl Jr. extending his lead towards Novus. Even though Novus got a really good line here, it is actually Carl Jr. 0.2 of a second ahead of Novus here. So Rachid, very conservative for him. 0.5 of a second behind Carl Jr. here in this part. So let's follow Novus here and check what he can do. Can he come a little bit closer towards Carl Jr.? 0.15 of a second, but only because he took it a little bit more inside in that section. So Carl Jr. is still well ahead with 1/4 of a second. This is looking good for the Canadian playing for Team Solary. That he will clock in another 10-pointer. Yes, only the end is remaining. Good ending for Carl Jr. And the 106.46 will serve the purpose. So Carl Jr. in first, Novus in second, and Yo-Yo and Rachid both not able to finish. And this is looking super, super bad for them. 32 points for Carl Jr. and Novus respectively. And Yo-Yo and Rachid only with 10 and 8 points. Damn it. So, Carl Jr. now with a good start. As you can see, he is right now in first, 0.3 of a lead. But Novus with a very good line. Accumulates a lot of speed. But Carl with a better angle there. And goes for the attack. Carl Jr. with more speed, as you can see in this section. And it will be neck and neck going into the second part of the track. Novus with a better trajectory in this part, but Carl Jr. goes a little bit more outside and has a little bit more speed yet again. Novus still holding strong in that first place and is actually increasing the lead over Carl Jr. here. But this is impossible to call because this is so fast paced, as you can see. So 0.8 of a second between both of the players, but Carl Jr. comes a little bit closer, accumulates or gathers a little bit more of his speed in this section again. So Novus is getting attacked, but it's looking so good, and both are on bangers over time. Look at this, Carl Jr. with more speed. Who will take it in the end? Novus with a touch in the end, and Carl Jr. with a 106.40 in first place. Rachid in second, Yo-Yo in third, and then we have Novus rounding it off in last place. And this is an important 6-pointer here for Rachid, and he will move a little bit closer towards Novus, of course. But a lot of points are tearing those players apart, as you can see. Carl Jr. already with 42 points out of 50 points possible. Novus with 35 points. And then we have Rachid and Yo-Yo both only with 14 points. So not looking too good for the 3rd and 4th seeded player. Next map is coming up. It's Crompots. Very good author time with a 105.22. I think Omnipots did that time, as he has validated this track. The WR concerning the Danimania times is a 105.08. We have seen ludicrous times by Tween and Pack in the prior semi. So this looked very, very good for them. And now we will see what those players can bring onto the tarmac. You have a little bit of a trickster here in this mid part as Carl Jr. is approaching it. You have to steer to the right just beforehand to... Oh, beautiful execution by Carl Jr. And then steer to the left when your right back tire has touched the underground for the first time. And Carl Jr. did it so good. And this ending is not too hard to do. Maybe this blind jump where you really want to get it smooth. So every player has deleted. And we will go into the live round just now. Carl Jr., Novice, Rachid, and Yo-Yo are battling it out. Let's go. First round on Crumpots by Omnipots and Kronos. So no inside approaches here for the players. Novus with a very good start, as well as all the other players. Let's see, he goes for the inside approach. Only Carl Jr. went for it, and Novus is lagging his way through. Novus with such a good line here, and also Rachid here. The only player who fought a bit behind is actually Novus now, who has clipped at the speed check, and Yo-Yo. So it's a battle between Canada and Germany. Rachid against Carl Jr., Solo against Orkless or Teamless. Carl Jr. with a better no jump, but clips it there. So Carl Jr. with a slowdown, and all of a sudden it's Yo-Yo from 4th place into 2nd place in just 30 seconds. And Rachid now on his way to win his first round, and this is a very, very important round for him. Rachid could win his round and could grant himself a 10-pointer, but Yo-Yo's attacking him. Yo-Yo with a lot of speed, but Yo-Yo has made a mistake as well. So Rachid, the only player who didn't make a mistake so far. So he could win a round, and this could be a very, very good time with a 105.60. Good time for him. Rachid wins his first 10 points. Carl Jr. in second. Then we have Yo-Yo, who's not able to finish. He's able to finish, but DNF and Novus was able to finish. Let's say it like that. So Rachid with a very, very valuable 10-pointer into his pocket. Then we have Novus, also was able to finish, but only in 3rd place. And Carl Jr. in 3rd place, and Carl Jr. was in 2nd place. So Carl Jr. up to 48 points. So he's almost halfway through the match. Rachid wants to say, yo, guys, notice me. I can make something happen. After that first sloppy map, he can make something. So looking good for him. Carl Jr. off in the lead, battling it out against Novus, but Rachid with a good line, but went too far inside there and has come into touch with the barrier. So not good for him. Yo-Yo in the mix, only 0.1 beyond, but made the mistake that Carl Jr. did in the prior round. And this time it's Novus again with a mistake, and he will get overtaken by both of the players. And Carl Jr. will just grant himself the freest 10-pointer of his life. Okay, so the other stream is Sina's Apple. You can check him out. He's casting the other match with Danik B and so on. And Carl Jr. is looking strong, clocking in a 105 time. 105.898. Then we have Rachid actually being in 2nd, Yo-Yo in 3rd. And it is Novus finishing with a 113 in last place. So, into the next round we go. 3rd round. Carl Jr. with a 16-point lead already. So, anticlimactic quarterfinal at the moment. But it is looking really, really good for Carl Jr. so far. But Rachid comes closer towards Novus. And of course, we are playing to that 2nd place as well. So, this could be the decider here. If Rachid wins one more round over Novus, Rachid really plays out of his mind. And this comes as a surprise for me. He is the underdog here. So, Novus, Rachid, and Carl Jr. are the players who right now looking the strongest here. Of course, Carl Jr. has the most amount of points, but Rachid, and as well as Novus, beautiful no jump from both of the players. Ooh, what a risky line there from Rachid, and he gets punished for that. So, it will be between Carl Jr. and Novus here in this section. Actually, Novus with a little bit more speed and has 0.2 of an advantage over Carl Jr. So, it's only the ending who's remaining here for Novus. Oh, but good section there from Carl Jr. And he comes closer. He's saying, knock, knock. Give me my 10 points back. And Carl Jr. will overtake Novus in this ending and will drop a 105.53. Novus just gets eaten up and only grant himself 6 points. And this is certainly very good for Rachid. So great ending for Carl Jr. And this will put him up to 68 points. Second to last round on Crumpots. Let's spectate Yo-Yo, who's only at 18 points. So not good performance here for the former against all authority players. And he has made another mistake and he's just DNFing. So you hate to see that. So Yo-Yo is losing it a bit and he is already giving up. But who didn't give up yet is Rachid, who's playing out of his mind. He's at 34 points and is really standing a chance against Novus and Carl Jr. So what a great performance by the German player. Rachid off to a very comfortable lead of 0.07 of a second. Good approach for him, so he will extend his lead. But Carl Jr. comes closer though. Carl Jr. wants to say, yo, I can do the ending better than you. So it's neck and neck between both of the players. Carl Jr. with a better jump here. Jumps way more to the left. To the right, I mean. And he will actually extend his lead to 0.1 of a second. So what a great ending there from Carl Jr., the Solary player. And he's popping a banger of a time. Look at this, a 105.41 for him. Rachid in second. And then we have Novus, who's able to finish, but only in third time. So Rachid saying, Novus, step up. And now Rachid up to 40 points. Carl Jr. up to 78 points. What a great performance by the Canadian. Playing for Team Solary. And Novus stumbling a bit after his good performance on the first map. So Carl just seems to be super strong here in this whole tournament. And he is still pushing it. Novus, Yo-Yo and Rachid are in the mix. Yo-Yo, however, now with a good start. Look at this. Carl Jr. also, yeah, getting a little bit wonky here in this section. So Yo-Yo comes a bit closer, but only for that moment. 0.08 of a second between both Carl Jr. and Yo-Yo. But this will be all in this part here. Who will grant himself the more speed from the freewheel section? Novus with a good approach, but Novus risking it too much, and he's out from that. So it will be between Carl Jr. and Yo-Yo, and this time Yo-Yo round has a good approach into this section. So can Yo-Yo grant himself some valuable points? He's only at 18 points and is in dead last place for now. But Carl Jr. again with a bonkers line in this section. And this will look like a very, very good time yet again. Look at Carl Jr. Another mid 105 time for the Canadian. 105.49 for him. And another 10-pointer. Yo-Yo in second. And then Rachid granting himself 4 points. And it is actually Novus not able to finish. Wow. So Novus stumbling and Rachid coming closer. So this is the battle we are focused, or who we should focus on right now, because Novus is tearing it a little bit apart, and Rachid from his bad start, he is really coming closer and closer towards Novus. As we go into the next map, it's Siphon Blur with a very interesting start. Let's see who's going for that risky strategy. It is actually Yo-Yo who goes for it. This is not too much faster. But of course, if you do it perfect, it is good. So, Novus does the warm-up. Rachid and Novus are still playing the warm-up. And then, of course, you have to accumulate a lot of speed in this section here. And you can go for that triangle here yet again, as Novus did really good. So this map, of course, is by Clem, or Clement, however you want to call him. Not sure how to pronounce that. But this is a map where Carl Jr. is occupying the first Steady Mania yet again with a 101.778. Not sure what the real WR is, but a rather, yeah, normal map concerning the ending, so no hard ending here this time around. But you can go for an outside approach here in this section, which gathers you a little bit more speed compared to towards your opponent, and we've seen some crazy overtakes in those sections. So, warm-up is over. Good luck, have fun to all the players going into the third map. Carl Jr. with 88 points out of 100 points possible. So let's go to the next map. Siphon Blur by Clement. Yo-Yo with the risk, and Yo-Yo is really doing it. Novus is choking, and Novus will DNF this round because you can't respawn. Novus is out of this, and this is Rachid's chance to really come closer towards Novus here in this part. So Rachid is really capitalizing from the playstyle from Novus. Carl Jr. with a good section, but so does Rachid. And Yo-Yo is also in the mix. So what a battle here. Every player in between some hundreds of a second. Rachid making the mistake. So it's between Yo-Yo and Carl Jr. in this section. But of course, Yo-Yo is so far behind. Look at that. Carl Jr. with a good amount of speed in this section yet again. And it's looking like Carl Jr. will move up to 98 points. Just in this round, and he just has to finish the next round after that. But maybe Yo-Yo wants to have a saying here. He could go very wide, but Carl Jr. goes wide as well. So Yo-Yo with a little bit more speed, but it's not enough. And Carl Jr. will take it with the 102.31. What a great time, or what a great round by both of the players. Rachel will grant himself some valuable 4 points because he will come closer towards Novice, who had to DNF. Okay, going into the second round. And we have Yo-Yo with 30 points coming closer towards Novice, though. And I'm not sure what's going on in the chat, but it's looking interesting. As we see Rachel making this mistake this time around. Can we get some cool story bobs in the chat? Okay, but Carl Jr. again with a good start. Yo-Yo as well. But Carl Jr. with a mistake, and this is Novice's chance to grant himself some valuable points. And it is Yo-Yo now to deny the 10-pointers towards Novice here. But Yo-Yo with the upper hand and more speed. But it's neck and neck. 2,000 of a second between both of the players. And Carl Jr. and Rachel are both stumbling here. Look at that. Novice on his way to win a 10-pointer here if the ending will not cuck him. So let's see. Yo-Yo is also dead. And it's actually Raced now in second place. And he will grant himself some valuable points as well. So Novice with a 102.12 in first place. What a time by him. Rachel in second and then Carl Jr. in third. Guys, is this loser bracket first round or what is happening? What is happening? But good time, but concerning the mistakes, I'm not sure what happened there. So Carl Jr. is finalist now. But everyone has made a mistake in the prior round. But this time around, Yo-Yo with a very good start. He really wants to deny Carl Jr. the victory here. Novice, this time, again, with a very, very good start. Look at that. And he is extending his lead in this section. 1/10 of a second. And Novice is looking bonkers. He could drop the 101 time here. What did this guy smoke? Did this guy wake up? Or maybe it was not just his map. Let's follow him. He's 0.2 of a second ahead of his PB. 0.24. Make it 0.2 now. But let's just follow him. He's playing out of his mind. Let's go. Let's follow Carl Jr. here for this round. He's on minus as well. But Novice could drop the 101 time here. What a player. What did he smoke? What the fuck is he doing? I can just say it like this. Novice is playing out of his mind. And Novice will drop the 101 time here. Most likely a 102.02. But still a good time. I thought a 101, but he had it safe in the end. But what a good time from Novice here. Moving up to 72 points. Carl Jr. denying some points towards Rachel and Yo-Yo. So he has taken it very, very conservatively in the end. But still a 102 with a safe ending. This is a really, really good performance by him. So second to last round on Siphon Blur. And the second finalist attempt for Carl Jr. He didn't use his first finalist attempt. Alright, let's go. Let's go here. Rachel, 58 points for him. And Novice is stumbling. The W on this track is a 101.77. So you can really see how good this time was. Okay, so Yo-Yo this time around has to deny Carl Jr. the victory. Carl Jr. comes closer though. But Yo-Yo wants to have a saying. Yo-Yo at 33 points. So he won't have a saying in this match. But he can annoy Carl Jr. a bit. As Yo-Yo goes for a little bit more speed. Has a tiny tad more speed, but with a nose slide. Yo-Yo with a nose slide. And this is unfortunate stuff for him. Rachel is too far away. And it will be Carl Jr. who will grant himself a ticket into the semifinal if he is surviving this ending section. This is looking good for Carl Jr. Rachel with the additional mistake. Novice could deny him, but no, it's not enough. Carl Jr. is on his way to the semifinal. GG. So Carl Jr. winning it here in dominative fashion again. 78 points for the second seeded player. Carl Jr. using his second finalist attempt. And now we have Novice or Rachel. Who's gonna be? Who will it be? Or will it be Yo-Yo who could make an insane comeback here? Of course, Yo-Yo has the pace. But we will see. Can Yo-Yo make it? Nah, it's looking good that Rachel will get some points, but Yo-Yo wants to have a saying as well. He's at 36 points, but of course he DNF'd too many rounds at the moment. So Yo-Yo now on his way to win his second round, I think. Rachid is 0.2 of a second behind. But of course, a second place would serve some valuable points as well. But of course, only 2 points difference towards him and Novice. So he has to push it for that first place. And he's doing so right now. Only 0.1 of a second. Opts for an outside approach here in this section. But Yo-Yo stays ahead and actually extends his lead. So it won't be enough for Rachid. But what a great performance by the German player. But Yo-Yo with a mistake. I can't believe it. Yo-Yo with a mistake in the end. And Rachid will grant himself the 10-pointer. And Yo-Yo is able to finish, but only in third place. What a choke by Yo-Yo. And I think that this was one of his last chances to grant himself, yeah, like a slight chance for him for the next rounds. So, 84 points for Novice and 72 points for Rachid. 1 first and second place for Novice of him granting himself the finalist status. And then 3 first places for Rachid for the finalist mode as well. So, warm up we go on Rise Up. So the WR on Rise Up is by Tween, I think, with a 0.4, with a 103.4. But Carl Jr. has the first steady time with a 0.60. So a good time. I really dig this map as well. Really, really good maps in this map pack, as you can see. Novice is doing the warm up the best. But of course, Rachid wants to have a saying as well. So players are certainly prepared on this map. But what is really important is this turn now. You can really accumulate a lot of speed in this section. Either you go outside or very far inside. And this will determine your speed for a long time. So players tend to go outside. And then of course this part is also very, very hard to do. And yeah, guys, this infamous ending where we have seen a lot of chokes already. The choke here was that players didn't make this jump. Let's see if Novice is making it. Looking good for him. Yup, Novice is making it with a 103.91. So good time from Novice. Rachid has made a mistake. And we will hop into the first live round just now. So Novice against Rachid. Yo-Yo is too far behind. I mean, theoretically he can make it, but I'm not sure if he has the pace on this map. Fourth map, Rise Up from MD Point. Let's go. Yo-Yo off to a very, very good start. As you can see here, he is 0.05 of a second out of Rachid and Novice. So Novice a little bit further behind, not having the pace. It actually has made a mistake and an additional mistake. So he won't have a saying in this round. It's Rachid now in first place and Yo-Yo just behind him. So who will it be? Will it be Rachid or Yo-Yo who will grant himself a 10-pointer? The 10-pointer for Rachid will be super important because if he wins 4 consecutive times in a row, he can move into the semifinal. So very good performance here from Rachid, from the German player. I'm really surprised by seeing that. Of course, he choked on the first map by the pressure or something like that because he's not used to that. But other than that, he's playing outstandingly good. So great performance there from Rachid. And Yo-Yo, of course, wants to have a saying here as well. And let's see. So Rachid not failing the end with a 103.99 in first place. And then we have Yo-Yo in second with a 104.31. Novice in last, only granting himself 4 points. And this puts him at 88 points. And now the decider comes. Because now if Rachid wins now, this will put him into the position that he can grant himself the final status in the next round. So, and now Yo-Yo could deny both players some valuable points here. And maybe even could make it himself into the next round. So let's see what will happen here. Novice with a godlike start goes super far upside, but he got a really good transition there, so he's up to first place. Rachid in second now, but comes back with a strong line, but Novice with a little bit more speed in this section. So Novice with more speed here because he was just so far outside in this section. But Rachid comes back strong. Only 600s between both of the players. Novice opts for that more inside approach and Rachid goes for that speed. So Rachid with more speed, but it won't be sufficient to overtake Novice here. So the ending will decide it. Oh, Novice with a better section. Rachid had to readjust his line there. But of course, the ending is remaining and Novice can potentially choke this ending here. Yo-Yo with a DNF and it will be between Novice and Rachid here in the ending, but 0.2 of a second, Novice can take it easy, and Novice will win this round with a 104.01 in first place. Rachel just behind him. And now Novice has to just finish this particular round in order to grant himself a finalist attempt. Not sure why Yo-Yo is deleting there, because he is in dire need of some points. He's in dire need of some valuable points here. So now, Yo-Yo, Novice, Rachel, but it is actually Yo-Yo making the mistake, so Novice has to get first now. But Rachel with a mistake, so he will be in second place. But I mean, if Rachel not winning this round, he needs to be first or second in the next round, and Yo-Yo has to deliver. I'm not sure why Yo-Yo is deleting, but it's not looking too good for the Frenchman there. As Rachel makes another mistake, this is more or less free round here, as Novice is granting himself the final status. He can save the ending if he knows how far ahead he is. So great line there from Novice, but he can take it very conservatively, as you can see. Looking good for the Czech Republican player, but the no slide for him. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No way. Oh my god. So Rachel only needs to finish. But of course, I mean, this was a kind of free round, but the momentum is now on Rachel's side. And Rachel, if Yo-Yo gets first now, Rachel only needs to finish. And we have Novice as finalist. And Rachel is there with the momentum. So this could be a double final situation going into the last couple of bits here in this match. Okay, Yo-Yo off to a good start, and that I was speaking about. So if Rachel only gets third now, it will be him anyways granting himself the finalist mode. So Yo-Yo against Novice here in this section. This is impossible to call for now. Novice with more speed, but also Rachel with a good line. Ooh, Novice with a better landing, but it's neck and neck. Thousands between Yo-Yo and Novice in this section, but Novice staying on track, and Yo-Yo with a mistake, so it will be Novice in the lead, but Rachel can still make something happen. He comes closer. Novice in finalist mode, and he is about to win it, but you hate to see what happened towards Yo-Yo there. Novice still has to clear this ending section, and he has made a mistake in the prior round, but maybe not this round. So Novice on his way to book a ticket into the semi-final, and he will accompany the other players. Novice will take it. Good line from Novice, and a 103.93 will grant him a ticket into the semi-final. But great performance there from Rachel there in this ending. GG.